Okay, I'm going to try this one more time tonight. And I got to tell you, I've had the hardest time getting this information out there. And who knows why that is, but I'm going to call this presentation Preparing to Post and try to reduce friction points for you. And wow, my head is really shiny. I'm going to stick a hat on. Okay, so preparing to post, make sure, when you're posting or when you're helping somebody new post, that they set their Facebook to public. And that's going to help us do a couple of things. It's going to help us with likes and comments. And those comments help us to get that post into the Facebook feed so that more of your friends see it. I think a lot of people think that Facebook works in a linear way. What I mean by linear is that you just post something and everybody, all your friends see it, right? That is not the way it works. Facebook controls that. They control what posts get into the feed. And so when you post, if you get 10 comments within an hour, then it gets priority, and 85% of your friends are going to see that post within a 24-hour period. So that's a really important thing. It's actually 24 to 48 hours. So you want to leave that post out there working. You want to make sure you want to be responsible for getting your 10 comments. And I'll talk about that here in a minute, but that's your responsibility to ask the group. Make sure when you sponsor somebody new that they get put in the group and they get put into the chat, that you add them into those two places so that we can help them, so that they can see examples of good posts, they can ask questions, they can be successful, and so that we can help them as a group. Post right now. Now, this is how it happened for me. I was turned on to this, and somebody said, look, don't think, just post. And I really think that's great advice, to just post and then clean up the details. So if you're working with somebody new, just convince them to post. They're going to see the demand. They're going to understand that it's an opportunity right now, right? And so that's the key to this. Is if we're just talking, then it's us telling them. But if they're seeing it in their actual Facebook, then it's different, right? So here's the 3 post cycle, and this is what's been working really good. So, we're not married to any of this. There's no rules, but before and after post first, an authentic one if you have it. If you were a customer and you took somebody, some really good distributor told you to take pictures, hey, use your pictures. If not, borrow them. There's a lot of great referral posts out there. A lot of great pictures. There's dozens on the Flickr account, the Nu Skin Flickr account. There's a whole bunch in this group. We've had lots of good results. The truth's good enough. But when you're new, just get out there and post and get the product and start using it. Brush dry with it. It works a little better. And get your before and after pictures, and then you'll have another round of really nice sales. And you'll be able to continue to use your own pictures in referral posting and turning this into a business. So, don't just pick the low hanging fruit and then stop. You can get good at this and turn it into a social media business. We'll talk about that as we go forward. So, second post, last call. You're getting your procrastinators, but you're also getting first time seers. What I mean by that is you really need to have some before and after pictures in that last chance post. I see a lot of things going on, where people just assume, and they assume that all their friends saw that post and they didn't. So, make sure that you're doing double duty with these posts. And this is the last call. So you're trying to shove your procrastinators, people that maybe saw it, and then get some more orders so that you can get to that $150 free shipping threshold if you don't happen to live close enough to pick up product. So, that's some good tips on post number 2. Post number 3, these are 24 hours apart when you're new. I think you can go 48 hours. I think you can even go longer than that because it gets in the feed and it keeps going. And if you go back and have somebody make a comment on it, it goes back through the feed. So there's ways to really have your feed your posts get seen a lot more. So an OMG or a shell shocked post is is when you just tell your Facebook community, you just tell them, hey, this is going way better than I thought it was going to go. It's zero to join. It's, there's no kits, there's no auto ships, there's no risk. This is different and you should do it. And wow, we've had spectacular results with this particular post. Now, quick do's and don'ts. I'm going to start with the don'ts. Don't post prices. It's against Nu Skin policy. Plus, it's just bad for you. Do it by private message. Tell them the price. It gives you the opportunity to answer questions and sell. And if you just throw it out there, then you don't have that opportunity to actually interact. If Nu Skin just wanted to throw it out there, they could do that, and they don't need us. What we do for them is we add value to the product by answering questions on what makes a difference and using our story. And so do that by private message. And don't use product pictures. If you're going to use them, make sure it's turned this way, not this way, because if they can see the name, they'll just Google and they'll go looking around for some place to buy it. They won't necessarily buy it from you, especially if it's a little bit out of character for your particular Facebook profile. Then they're just going to Google and they'll find it somewhere else, Amazon or somewhere. And, we're never going to stop that. Nu Skin tries and they're aggressive, and you don't want to get on that road. You don't want to have Nu Skin legal sending you letters and certified mail and fining you and, coming after you. I mean, you signed a distributor agreement, so you want to learn the policies and procedures, right? So you don't get involved in the back channel. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. And, you're going to service your customers, and they're going to come to you for your care. So look at this like what it is. You're building a business. Okay, the do's: do play nice. Lots of lives being affected here. Lots of utilities being paid. Lots of mortgages being paid. Lots of people who frankly need this, and that's why I'm excited about it. I don't have to be doing this. I don't know whether anybody's figured that out yet, but with or without you, it's not going to matter. I mean, I don't want to, that sound like I don't care. I do care, and I like it, and I think it's really fun, but it's not going to affect my life no matter what this group does. It's not going to change me one bit. I'm going to drive the same kind of car. I'm going to live in the same kind of houses, and I'm going to play 300 rounds of golf a year. So, I've been retired a long time, and this is just fun for me. So I'm trying to add value here. And so do be a force for good, and do learn. Play the long game. Understand that this is a special moment in time, and it's a really cool moment in time where Nu Skin's going from a direct selling model to a social selling model. So it's a perfect business. You can do it whenever, wherever, however, from your cell phone. There's no, set schedule. If you're raising kids or whatever you're doing that you want flexibility, there's no risk. There's no employees. There's no bookkeeping. There's no way to lose money. There's no boss. It pays you way more than you're worth. And you can create recurring income if you're smart enough to take care of your customers and build a distribution organization. So it's a worldwide opportunity. The timing's spectacular. We did $2.5 billion last year, publicly traded under the symbol NUS. This is a great company. They are a force for good. This company's done a lot of good. And, you can do homework on NUS on the New York Stock Exchange. We've been there since 1994. So, understand that there's always going to be detractors, but this is real. And, we're going to go from 2.5 to 10 billion, and then from 10 billion to 20 billion, which the biggest direct selling company is at 20 billion. I believe that we'll catch them in the long haul because we pay our distributors better and we have better products. So, this is a decade opportunity, and this is a moment of shift. It's a moment of change, a moment of disruption. And, frankly, you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. And so I'm pretty excited about the window. Sorry, I couldn't really do these slides the way they were supposed to. This is the mechanics of it. You want to create executives. That's where the leverage comes from. That's what makes it so that you don't just get paid on levels, but you get paid on generations. 6 generations deep is literally a license to print money, as you can see by the published average incomes. These are pretty spectacular. You create more executives, the wider you get, the deeper you get paid. And on the broader, organization you get paid on. And it's pretty unbelievable, when you start getting 6 and 7 generations of volume that you're just getting a royalty on because you started something and kept with it, right? So this is what it looks like. It looks like a snowflake, not a pyramid. The dough heads are going to talk about all kinds of stuff, and you're going to become a professional, and you're going to know what it really is. This is a network, a distribution channel. It's your own personal distribution channel. So you're going to have distributors, you're going to have executives, you're going to have you're going to have customers, and you're going to involve people that are going to have the same. And this thing gets really interesting really fast. Now, you want to compress time when it's like this. In this moment, in this window, what you want to do is make your life friendly to this. Every bit of time that you invest right now is going to magnify itself over that period of time. It's just the faster you can build it, the faster it's going to magnify. So you want to compress time. You want to appreciate the window of opportunity. It's special right now. I've never seen activity like this. Never. Not in 27 years. I haven't seen anything like it. And, probably never will. So appreciate what you got going. Don't be a dinosaur and miss the boat. You didn't know that's what happened to the dinosaurs, did you? All right, I think I finally did this on my 3rd try tonight. And so I hope this is useful information. Thanks a lot. Okay.